Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since I talked about handbags on this channel, so I wanted to do a little comparison between my Loewe mini puzzle and my Louis Vuitton Nano Speedy. And while this may seem really random, I do understand why I've gotten some questions to compare the two because they are both my favorite mini bags. I cannot choose one over the other, honestly, and I do rotate between the two quite often. So if you are in between these bags for whatever reason, I hope this video helps you out. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So right now I have everything I would normally carry in my Loewe puzzle. So it does look a little full compared to my Nano Speedy. And if we're comparing sizes, the Loewe mini puzzle is slightly wider and the height is probably like just around the same. This part just kind of goes up. As you can see, the dimensions are fairly similar. Some other similarities between these two bags is that they both come with a crossbody strap. The only thing is that the Loewe one is not adjustable, so I had my sales associate kind of tie this really cool knot on my strap so that it would be the perfect length. She did teach me how to do this, and I'm gonna admit I totally forgot how to do this. I have never undone it ever since she did this. I'm scared to unknot it and then not be able to do it all over again, but it's really random. But this is such a cute little knot. It almost adds a little bit of personality to the strap. This is a full leather strap. You hook it on to the clasp right here and it looks super cute as a crossbody, but I personally love wearing it as a top handle, and the amount of compliments I get on this bag is absolutely insane. You know it's a great bag when Hermes sales associates are also complimenting you over like your Chanel bags. And with the Louis Vuitton strap, this is adjustable, and the great thing about the newer Nano Speedies is that the leather is already pre-patinaed, so it looks like the patina is very even, and same goes with the strap. I love how generous they are with the amount of holes that are punched, so I haven't had to add any additional holes or anything. And this is a really great length strap, and again it is also leather. I also love holding the Nano Speedy by the top handle. However, I will say, because this is still more delicate in a way where it's like a lighter leather and it can probably pick up and show more over time, I do prefer to wrap one of the handles with a twilly or something. And honestly, between the two, I prefer to wear the Nano Speedy as a crossbody and then wear the Loewe just with the top handle. And the last similarity I could think of between both of these bags is the fact that they are Mary Poppins bags. I always talk about how they are deceivingly small, but they fit everything. Like when I show you what is in this right now, you probably will be in shock, or at least I know I was when I kept putting things into this bag and still kept having room. So we'll see if everything in here transfers evenly into the Nano Speedy without damaging or pushing out the bag or overstuffing it. Starting with Loewe, I have my phone. It fits my iPhone 14 Pro. This is not a Pro Max, and that is something I will always mention when I talk about the Loewe mini puzzle or the Nano Speedy. And I personally love the Pros more than the Pro Maxes anyway. It just has a better hand feel. I'm also currently using my slim card holder, but occasionally I'll use like my Hermes Calvi card holder or even my other Chanel card holder, but this one is doing the job just fine. I can't believe I have both of these items in here. I have a whole mini jar of Vaseline, and I probably need to get a replacement soon because literally have used almost the entire jar. It's just been so cold and dry, and I have eczema, so I always have to keep my skin hydrated, otherwise it will crack and bleed and get itchy. So I always have this. I also have my DIY travel size hand lotion as well. This is literally just one of those travel size containers you could find in like the Target travel section, and I filled it up with my hand lotion. And I think ever since New York I've just had this in my bag because it's so handy. I believe the lotion that's in this right now is the Honest Eczema Cream, and you can find it in the baby section. I know, I use baby products sometimes. It works, it does a job, it works for me, and it can fit in this itty bitty bag, surprisingly, along with my jar of Vaseline. But wait, there's more. I also have my eye drops in here because it's been cold, dry, I work a lot, I stare at screens all day. this is necessary, so I always have a bottle in my bags. I have my hand sanitizer. This one is the Touchland one. It's very slim and compact, so it fits in all my bags. And the very last two things in here is a little mini travel size of my Cocoa Floss, because I love Cocoa Floss. Pretty much the floss that got me to floss regularly and enjoy the process. So I have a mini size because, you know, when you're out and about eating, things get stuck sometimes. That's a lifesaver, and it's so tiny. And then I just have some type of lip oil. So I've been using either this Hermes one, or I use the Summer Fridays lip oil that recently released. This is actually what I have on my lips right now. This is the shade Blush Dreams. So as you can see, I have a preference for like this shade of color when it comes to my lippies. But yeah, that is everything that fits in my Loewe puzzle. So now it is time to put the Nano Speedy to the test and see if it fits everything. And granted, you do have to play Tetris sometimes when you have this many products fitting in a very limited space, but trust me, I've learned to make it work. And I will also say, most of the time I don't have my phone in my bag. I'm usually holding it or something, but it does fit in here if I needed to. So the technique of getting my phone into the Nano Speedy is making sure the zipper is facing the front, and then I just slide this in. Voila! And with the Nano Speedy, it's not like a box shape like the puzzle bag is, but we got my card holder, hand lotion, my Vaseline, which granted, sometimes with the Nano Speedy, I won't carry both my hand lotion and my Vaseline, but for the purpose of this video, it's currently fitting inside. I could zip this up and it will not damage the bag. And then we have my eye drops, and we got my lippy. Everything is still inside of here, and we are able to zip her up. So, like I said, I will usually not carry this if I don't have to, if I have my Vaseline in here. That's the only difference between the two, but for the most part it could carry just about the same, and it's both very, very sturdy and very comfortable to carry around. And as far as differences between these bags, I will say the Loewe puzzle bag in this color has silver hardware versus the Nano Speedy, which has gold-plated hardware. I personally love both gold and silver, so this doesn't bug me. I do like how this tan color looks with the silver hardware, but the Speedy is perfect as is. Another difference is obviously the bag design itself, and one is literally all leather. I do want to note too that this is the older original puzzle style versus the ones that you'll find in store now. Like the way that they do the lines and creating the bag is a little different, so make sure you look into that. But there's plenty of pre-loved versions on the secondhand market, and the Nano Speedy obviously has monogram all over. Most of the Nano Speedies I've seen do have monograms, so if monogram is not your thing, obviously this bag will not work for you. Louis Vuitton is always coming out with new fun versions every season of their Nano Speedy. So there you have it, what fits in both of these bags. They both carry about the same, and they don't lose their shape. They look amazing. So if you finish watching this video and you still don't know which bag to get, I think the biggest question that will give you the most clarity is which bag fits into your current wardrobe more. So for example, obviously the Nano Speedy is covered with monogram. This is definitely more of a casual bag, whereas the Loewe is all leather. It's very sleek, it's low-key, and it's definitely a if you know you know moment. So depending on how you answer that question will determine which bag is better for your collection. If you just love wearing like very casual outfits, obviously you can't go wrong with either of these bags. But for example, in the springtime when I'm wearing more like cute flowy dresses, I feel like sometimes the Louis Vuitton is a hit or miss with those, but the Loewe will always be a hit for a lot of my dresses. So I hope that helps. I feel like this one looks really great with dresses, like I mentioned, like summer dresses, but this bag looks really great in like the fall, winter, especially when you want to have like an edgier look but carry your essentials and like do your errands or whatever. I hope that was helpful. I know for me personally, I'm not going to be letting go of any of these bags because I love them that much, and they each serve a really great purpose in my collection, even though they are the same size. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!